Good afternoon, Sean Air Mountain's Garage. Another day on the 71 Nova. Well, at least a few hours. I thought I probably had enough parts to install the front bumper. When I got the car, it was in the trunk and the grill, and it looked exactly like it does right now. And I had sourced enough parts and assembled the front grill area. In fact, on my channel page is a picture of the Nova with the grill on it, and the bent front bumper and the USA 1 plate that I used to have on my first car. Trying to rehash that stuff and mix it with new stuff now, it takes a lot longer. You have to go through, first you have to purchase everything, which is frustrating because, let me show you. This is the trim for the front of the hood. It's about 70 bucks. It takes self thread cutting nuts to hold them on, and they don't come with it. So I just mic'd it and I'm going to try to find a source for them. So that project can't be completed. The new grill doesn't come with the piece that's riveted to it that actually extends it about an inch all the way around. So I had to cut that off the old grill. It's riveted on. I'll have to re-rivet it back on this one. Funny story, that hood piece, the hood trim I just showed you, and a brand new grill. I should have watched my own videos last Saturday when I first started putting the rear bumper on. I told you the gray car had some parts in it. Well, guess what? I had a brand new grill and a brand new hood trim already in there. And now I have new ones for both cars. The bumper filler panel goes above the bumper under the grill. Actually, the grill attaches to this piece. I had bought it new 3 years ago when I assembled the front end 3 or 4 years ago. And I had painted it, all I had, the Bible said it was argent in color. I actually had some wheel paint that was graphite. It was actually lighter than this. I just painted this again. It's slightly darker, but it'll be fine. Most of it's hidden anyway. Sometimes people paint them body color, but I believe new they were graphite or argent. This bolts to this. This is the original piece here, and it looks a lot better now than it did an hour ago. That goes right under the plastic covers this entire V'd piece. That's the piece that rivets to the grill, and that attaches the grill to these pieces. So, you don't normally see this stuff advertised. I'm going to look for it in the catalog just to see if it's available, but that's the case in a lot of, if you're doing restoration stuff, which I don't do a lot of, and this is certainly not, you know, I'm just painting it, and I'm trying to make a nice driver. I really don't care about fully restored vehicles. I want to modify, but I want it to look nice. So it's I don't want anything to, when you approach the car, to make you think yuck. So if I can avoid that, it just looks decent, that's good. All the stuff is hidden, but just painting every piece. Believe it or not, when I was thinking about the grill last night, again in the comfort of my recliner, you totally forget about all these pieces because they're all attached and hidden under the meat of the stuff, the grill and the filler panel. But these shipping boxes are pretty handy for, you know, you're not getting paint all over the floor. Well, you know. All right, back to work. Good morning. Happy Halloween, another day. I just installed the grill reinforcement, which I did find available in the catalog for a mere $70, but this one, in this case, I reused my old one. You have to reinstall it with 4 smash rivets that I was surprised came in the kit, the grill kit. I had never opened it before, and there was 4 of them in there. I was going to use a standard rivet. I really wish I had just used a standard rivet. I used this method first, and it wasn't as controllable as I'd hoped around that thin aluminum, and ended up finishing it with this. I wish I'd started with this. Oh well, it ends up getting all bolted together, so it's probably just to hold the 2 pieces together temporarily even. It wasn't so hard, looks pretty good. The plastic trim piece goes over the metal piece, which is almost identical underneath. And then those side things attach the top and bottom, and the grill screws all the way across. I went ahead and put some studs in it. You may recognize those from the transmission video. Those are my alignment studs, 5/16. So this whole thing is going to push through the core support. I'm going to go lower the car down and get it ready. Try not to scratch it. Prepping the car, I had a minor tweak right where the bump bolt's on. Somebody must have run into it with the bumper off. Straighten that out, touched up the paint on the frame horn. That's still drying. And the fenders above that line were like 4 or 5 different colors. You can see where the paint line is. Before I put the inner fender in, I'll paint all the way back. But before I put the lights and stuff in, I just want it to look uniform if you look at it. So it takes time, it doesn't take that long. Just from that crease up, paint in behind everything. And again, I'll finish in there when I get another can of paint. Right now, I'm gonna go eat breakfast while this stuff dries. And I get out of the smell of paint. It's 3 or 4 hours later. Before I put the grill in, I wanted to put the new eyebrow molding on and the parking lights. And then the grill itself, it seems simple, but this car was far from straight, especially the eyebrow over here. The guy did a nice job fixing it, but kind of got to massage everything back in place. Tape's going to protect me from scratching it more when I put the bumper on. But yeah, all new stuff. I checked the mailbox, and I think my center emblem might be back. And I have nuts for that. So I can put the trim on, and then that'll hold it on in the middle. And I got 200 nuts coming on Monday. That sounds funny. I was mad that once again the eyebrows, I got 2 sets of them. Neither one comes with the self-threading nuts. So I actually took some of the old ones and remanufactured them. Took them and hammered on the end of them so they're tight again. So they start a new thread. Cleaned them all up. I had the eyebrow molding attached with those. And then I wasn't, it was okay, but I wasn't really happy with it. And I got looking, and the studs that are in those actually have a thread and a little figuring out. It was 1024, so I used some aluminum rivet washers, and I got a box of nuts, and it actually is super solid, a lot better than the push nuts. I'll say I was taking these and cleaning them up and hitting the end in the vise. And I'll save those for something else. Alright, I dug through the brackets and hardware and managed to get the brackets bolted on the bumper. And this is ready to go in through. This is where the 2 join. It's got a little T-slot. It's a little spring on it, kind of holds the bolt there, so it'll help me when I get it in place. I've test fit the parking lights, and with the lens removed, they just barely fit. But of course, they didn't come with the screws, so I got to determine what thread that is, but I'm going to put them in after I install the bumper. It's been a day of searching for hardware and trying to find all the right matching stuff. Well, I did quit, but I couldn't relax thinking about the painter's tape that was still protecting the filler panel that I painted less than a day ago. Figured with my luck I'd come out in the morning and pull all the paint off. Have to do this all over again. So I came back down, got all the tape off, adjusted the bumper, put in the parking lights, found some 832 screws. This car had clear lenses, which should have been 1970 only, and it's a 71. Probably got changed along the way. They tell me that amber is correct. Either way, that's what I got. Whew, now I'm going to call it a day. What a ridiculous day to accomplish not very much. I mean, it's a lot of work, mostly because they keep stamping all this stuff, and I don't think they ever go back and check its accuracy. So when I put the bumper brackets on the bench, they wouldn't line up. I didn't know how they were going to line up on the car. I had to take them back apart and then had to adjust them a little bit. We got her done. Maybe next project will be more fun. This I was looking forward to this end of the car, but I was also apprehensive knowing how much damage it has incurred over the years. It's semi-straight, and then you add all this new stuff in. Well, here we are. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. It is Halloween. Be safe out there. Till next time. Bye-bye.